Hello, this is Delgable 3000, and we're going to continue the reading of the fan fiction by the character Mike MLU, Unicorn Magic is Believing, the first part/chapter, and this is part 3. Okay. Lightning was getting tired of running into so many unicorns everywhere he went. Couldn't have just met them all in one place, he asked. Aw, come on, Lightning, Krista reminded him. You're still getting to know the place, and that's what the Grand Ruler said, right? Lightning knew she was right, and so they continued on their way through town and finally reached the library. This must be it, he said as they ventured inside, only to find everything was all dark. They couldn't see anything, even when Krista used her glow to make a little light. This is getting creepy, she stuttered. Lightning felt the same. And he got a sick feeling that they weren't alone. All at once, the lights went on, followed by the voices of many yelling, Surprise! Balloons and decorations were everywhere as confetti fell from the ceiling, and a big banner that read, Welcome, Lightning Dawn. The head of this party was the library. Inquirius. Is that like a mix on inquiry? Okay. Or inquire. Okay. Let's just continue. He or her number was ES4G. She was a gray unicorn and wore half-moon spectacles. Why? Okay, I'll wait. Now I know what those are. Are you surprised, Lightning? She asked. Lightning was almost speechless. This me? Before he could say anything else, all the unicorns approached him, introducing themselves and offering him some refreshments or to join a game or even dance. I think I'll just have some punch, please, cried Lightning, who really needed to cool off from all the sun, buzz, and excitement. That's extremely exciting for you. Holy shit. You clearly are a boring human being. I mean, Pwn. So much had already happened to him. That day, he hardly ever had any time to himself or to rest. And every time he tried to excuse himself, he would bump into another unicorn and find himself unable to get away. Krista, help! He begged, but Krista was a little preoccupied by her own fan crowd of spectators who were amazed to see an actual fairy. Okay. Just so you know, this guy in real life, he has autism, and he actually has an extremely strict schedule. He hates meeting people, and he's even vowed and swore to God that he's going to die alone. So he's actually worse than Chris Chan. He's like the Canadian Chris Chan. Okay, let's do this. Let's just continue reading. Then suddenly, all went dark, and the stage curtains at the back of the party lit up, for the entertainment was about to begin. And now everyone, the announcer called, the mystifying magic of Abracadabra. It's a rip-off of Trixie. I mean, holy crap. He's ripped off like all of the characters. Let's see. Cookie Dough was just a version of Mrs. Cake. The librarian sounds like either Luna or Twilight Sparkle. And let's see. The yellow pony that rhymes, Rhymy, is just a mix between Fluttershy and Sakura. I'm going to suspect that the hospital pony, or Dr. Penicillian, is Nurse Redheart, and I feel there was a couple other ones, but those were so unmemorable. I'm just going to skip over those. Oh wait, and the red pony. His base buddy was basically a rip-off of Big Mac. Okay. Poof. Puff of pickled smoke puffed, and then, as if out of nowhere, appeared a purple unicorn wearing a magician's hat and cape, and his number was CQ2E. Thank you, they said to the cheering crowd. And now, if I may have a volunteer to help me with my first fantastic trick, please. Oh my god, it's Rule 63 Trixie. And what's up with the barcodes? I mean, holy crap. Since Lightning was the guest of honor, you could bet the crowd was urging him to go, shoving him up on the stage despite his protests. Well, Lightning Gun, how wonderful I am to meet you, said Abra. I'm going to call him Abra. Yeah, charmed, said Lightning. The first trick was the old magic box. Lightning stepped in. The door was shut. Abra tapped each of his hooves twice. The door opened and Lightning was gone. Ooh! When the crowd and Abra then took off his hat and gave a tap and plop. Ah! Lightning fell out and onto the stage. A cloud shield for both Abra and Lightning. It was a good thing that after which everyone was so preoccupied watching the show and the entertainment that Lightning and Krista could finally slip off deeper into the library to have the quiet time instead of having to talk to someone new every 10 seconds. I'm going to go book browsing, Krista said. Want some company? Lightning offered. No thanks, I'll be okay. She won't be okay, replied Krista as she flew off. Lightning had a good idea of what Krista was looking for and hoped she would find it. Lightning could only shy. He then turned to gaze out a window. The night had certainly come quickly, but then again he did have a very busy day, so time just flew by. Lightning knew this was the grand rule of Stone. He always brightened the most beautiful nights, but Lightning's daydream was interrupted when a book fell down and lay right beside him. Huh? It was an ordinary book on astronomy. Is anyone down there? Called a feminine voice from a file. Wait. Is anyone down there? Called a feminine voice from up a spiral flight of stairs. I really cannot speak today. Yes? Yes? Lightning called. Is this your book? Yes. Could you bring it up, please? Lightning flew up to the top of the step, climbing the stairs, and emerged in the observatory on top of the library. It was rather only but a single room, much like an attic. Oh, thank you so much, said the voice. Lightning turned around and saw... Okay, I need to continue reading this. Lightning turned around and saw the voice. He belonged to the most beautiful unicorn he had ever seen. She was white and had a violet sparkling mane, long eyelashes which glowed when she blinked. Her arms spoke like the very stars themselves. She was looking through her telescope up at the night sky. Lightning felt all strange and soft and said, I didn't see you at the party. Lightning said, oh, I didn't feel like it. Just can't stop looking at the stars, answered the unicorn. What's your name? Asked Lightning. The unicorn looked at him and spoke softly. My name's Starla Shine, code number KY1M. Who are you? He hesitated for a minute as he found himself lost in Starla's eyes. I'm Lightning Dawn, code number AO0C. Lightning, Starla said softly. The two of them seemed to get along well for having just met. Starla explained she loved to look at the stars because here they could tell stories or give you advice. They can? Asked Lightning. Starla nodded and showed him recordings of his sightings. These groups of stars tell us how many centuries ago the Grand Ruler fought off the evil sorcerer and defeated him. And these groups here tell the story of how today a new arrival would be coming. That's you, I guess. Well, what's there tonight? Asked Lightning. Stella was just working on that when she dropped her book. Now that she had it back, she could confirm her calculations. She looked at the stars and drew their positions. She consulted her notes and she gasped. Oh no! Oh my! What's the matter? Asked Lightning, and Stella explained. The stars were warning her. The evil sorcerer. He's coming back tonight. Okay, finally, we're getting somewhere. 2,400 words later in a shitty fanfiction, we're finally getting somewhere. We're getting a dose of something happening. Okay. Well, get out of here, teased Lightning. There's no way that can happen. Stella knew the stars didn't lie. If they said the sorcerer would return, he would. Lightning told her to calm down. He didn't believe the evil that the Grand Ruler had vanished all those centuries ago would return. When suddenly there was a large quake followed by strikes of dark lightning and sinister laughing sound. What's happening? Cried Lightning. Oh! They could hear the other unicorns all screaming down below and dashed down to see what was going on. Lightning! Called Krista, what's going on? Can this be? Cried Aquarius. Are the rumors true? The doors flew open, letting strong winds into the place as the windows shattered. Everyone was running about in panic as a large flash of lightning and a big roar of thunder struck. Then there, on the stage, appeared a tall, human-shaped figure dressed in dark robes, shoulder guards, and a dark hood atop, completely concealing his face within its shadows, except his eyes, its red and evil eyes glowing in the darkness within the hood. Lightning could barely speak as he just stood there, gawking at the evil creature as it spoke. I am Titan, the Emperor of all darkness, and the bringer of chaos and nightmares. Stella was right all along. You, snarled Lightning, you're the one I've heard from the stories, the same evil that the Grand Ruler banished to the dimension of darkness. Titan chuckled evil. Yes, but alas, that seal could only keep me could not keep me a prisoner forever. Your Grand Ruler should have pissed me off when he had the chance. Now his mistakes shall be inflicted on you all as my first order of vengeance. Upon being locked up for all those centuries, this world and all its magic now belongs to me. Ah. Holy crap. That hurts. Okay. Let's get started. His evil laugh after as he made lightning strike the skies. The unicorns were in deathly trouble now. To be continued. Author's notes. If you're wondering what all these code numbers are for, like I said, it's not film. Things are different here. And that means no cutie marks. Instead, we have code numbers. Okay, but seriously, code numbers, that's the best thing you come up with. Just don't use anything at all. Seriously. It's that easy. Just don't use anything at all. If you cannot come up with anything better than code numbers. It makes them sound like they're in a concentration camp. Is what makes them sound like. Although you deny the Holocaust. Actually, this guy denies the Holocaust, so I'm doubtful he would know that prisoners in Auschwitz and many other camps were marked with code numbers. So yeah, this is the end of chapter 1, and I'm gonna get on working on chapter 2 shortly here. This is Dale Girl 3000 signing out.